We got sick of paying 39 bucks a night for an unpowered silent kangaroo island. So what do we do?
Paid $79 a night for a caravan park in Normanville, a town we've never heard of.
It is powered though, and we did stuff up with water. We were leaving Kangaroo Island and realised we couldn't get water. We thought we could. There was 3 spots in Pennyshore where the ferry leaves from, but they were either locked, chlorinated, or not suitable for drinking. So last minute change, instead of going to Rapid Bay, we ended up at Normanville. 79 bucks a night hurts, but we are here for one reason. And what is that reason, kids?
The water park! The water park over there!
You might be able to see it. You might be able to see it up there in the distance. It has got one massive water park. Now the weather is also rubbish. Like it's, I don't know, think it's in the 20s. It hasn't reached the 20s. Super windy. So that's one of the reasons we weren't too unhappy about not being at Rapid Bay. We'll go check it out. We're probably going to have a flying visit to the Fleurieu. We looked up how to say that. Fleurieu Peninsula. Because of the weather, we're just going to get out of here. It's too windy and it's on shore and it's just smacking us in the face. So we can't use the beach, but we can get in this water park, even though it is freezing cold. So the water hasn't kicked in yet. We're the first ones on it because it's like 9 AM in the morning. So these guys are confident. Especially this little fella, very confident. But they haven't actually felt the water yet, so the guy says it's freezing cold. So they're excited, but I don't know how long that excitement will last. You're not getting it. She's cool! Woo! The slide. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was our time at Fleurieu Peninsula. A whole lot of water park action and not a lot else. In fact, nothing else of relevance anyway. So we spent 2 nights there. We rolled into town 6:30, 7 o'clock on the first night. So really one full day before we're in the van again. So the weather was just lousy, and it was epic onshore winds that just smashed us. So we hid away in the dunes in the caravan park at Normanville and didn't see all the good stuff. Didn't see Rapid Bay, Second Valley, Salix Beach, Maslin Beach, all that stuff I was really looking forward to seeing at the start of the trip. And like, you see the hills that just drop into the ocean. It's such a beautiful part of the world. That's really, I can't think of another part of Australia that is like that. So I think it's definitely one on the list that we'll have to come back to. And it's probably close enough to where we live in Torquay to be able to do that anyway. So, but yeah, we're not hanging around. We caught up on a lot of laundry yesterday with Trina, and I drove into Adelaide and got a bike rack for the van. Kids have been missing bikes. Just another good way to them being able to meet other kids as well. We got them a couple of cheap bikes as well from Kmart, and we're sort of in the market for an e-bike for ourselves as well. So yeah, what else happened? Not a lot. Oh, 50. We celebrated the 50th day on the road by cleaning out our compost in toilet for the very first time. So it was actually heaps better than we expected. Like, the smell was not there at all. And to be honest, if you didn't know it was poo, you wouldn't know. You just think it was soil. So yeah, super happy. Like, we'll probably talk about that more in another vid when we sort of go through our van's layout. But yeah, it's one of the best things we've put in the van, I think. Just not having to take our poo for a walk or anything like that through to dump points and that every couple of days. It is easy. So, I don't know, what about you, Mama? What do you reckon the last couple of days?
Oh, it's been good. We haven't really done anything exciting. It's just been catching up on jobs and stuff, but it's nice to get all that done, and now I don't have to do it again for another 10 days, the washing, and probably don't have to do the toilet for another good month. So,
And where are we going?
we are going to Barossa Valley, which I haven't been to for probably 15 years, so I'm excited.
Yeah, we're on the road now. We've just gone through Adelaide, so it's easy driving. Adelaide was a bit busy, but yeah, we're like 25 minutes away from our place that we intend to stop at. Hopefully we can get in, and yeah, sort of get away from the rubbish weather, even if it is rubbish for the next few days. There's plenty of things we can do inside here. So what do you reckon, kids? What was the water park like? What was the water park like?
Good. I got a dinosaur.
Why'd you get a dinosaur, Will? Because you do wees not in your nappies anymore. That's exciting, isn't it?
He's currently going through the toilet training phase. So we're bribing him, basically. Like, we bribe the kids with everything. So
3 days in to jock, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
No more nappies for us ever again.
So yeah, whirlwind tour of the Fleurieu Peninsula. Am I saying it right? We looked it up how to pronounce it before we went to Kangaroo Island. So every time I say it now, I kind of say Fleurieu. Yeah, as I said, disappointed, but I think that's going to be. I think that's just a thing. We'll get used to. Like, weather's not always going to play ball with us, and there's going to be some really good parts of Australia that we have to miss and bypass because weather's not doing what we want. And wind's the biggest thing, I think. Like, it's dragging the kids down to the beach in the winds that we've had, like 45, 50 km/h winds coming straight off the ocean is not much fun. The beaches don't look much chop, so well, there's plenty of chop in the water, but yeah, it's not gonna be possible to sort of see everything at its most pristine, and it's not feasible for us to just sit it out and wait, because then that's at the detriment of another destination that we don't get to spend as much time with somewhere along the road. So yeah, if you had told me at the start of the trip that we weren't going to be seeing Fleurieu Peninsula in all its glory, I would have been disappointed, and I still am, but I think after 50 days on the road, we're kind of getting used to things, that not everything goes to plan, and it's not always, what's the saying? Rainbows and fairy tales or whatever, unicorns.
It's not all Instagram photos.
Yeah, so anyway, Barossa's up here, up the road, get into some good wines, find some good things to do and go from there. So anyway, I'll show you a bit of that. Well, here we are in the Barossa Valley. We weren't really planning to get into a vineyard just yet, but here we are. Just a Whistler, what is it, Whistler wines? Whistler Barossa Valley. Apparently it's good for kids, so we were just driving past, checking some things out on our way into Nuriyupta, is that how you say it? And saw this here and already read that this was a good place for kids, so why not get a couple of wines into us and kick off Barossa with a bang, eh, Mama?
Sounds good. Supposed to go.
So we just got a little tasting paddle here. I've won the reds and Trina's won the whites. Well, not the whites. The lighter, colder. So what do you got? You got the sparkling
Fruit Tingle Frizzanti, which is apparently dangerously smashable.
and you've also got what?
A rosé.
And I've gone the Grenache, and what they're known for famously is their 2020 Shiraz. So this place is really cool. It's got plenty of things to do with the kids.
There's little clues in the garden so you can go find things.
They're currently on the playground, but yeah, there's little clues everywhere hidden around. So there's, well, you know, there's at least 8 because there's a clue right behind us. There's a little cricket pitch over the back here. There's a an enclosure with, well, I saw 5 emus. There's a picture of 5 kangaroos. I saw a picture of a emu, but they're orphaned. So yeah, just cool little things. Beautiful outdoor area here. Plenty of shade, so good little find this first one. But every 200 metres or so down the road, if you haven't been here, to Barossa Valley, is a cellar door. So
that rosé's cracking.
Mum's getting smashed.
Save some roofs. It's not too late. Look for the small one on the gate. I think I might know. Come on, let's go. Hey, this.
I just went to the Visitor Information Centre here in Tanunja in the Barossa Valley, and we have been given a wealth of information to check out all the wineries and breweries in town. So I think we're going to spend the next 3 or 4 days drunk. But right now we've come to the place that Barossa Valley is famous for. Where are we, kiddos?
Like dinosaur mini golf.
Dinosaur mini golf and 10-pin bowling. Look at it. Jam-packed.
That's the big one with the female.
Here we go.
Go, Daddy!
Ah.
No good for dudes.
My donkey.
I'm still not even beating well.
I'm winning! I got it. You're right.
Carry on. So line them up.
Go a bit closer, Beebs.
That's all right.
Then you can flick it further. Sit down, Sally.
What's it gonna get?
Oh, baby! High five. Push it down, mate.
Oh, it's coming back. which colour?
This one.
Oh, that one this time, alright? Oh, he's heavy. Bring him over.
Split. On this truck.
Alright, you want to light him up? You want to bounce him around everywhere? Here we go. Oh, straight down the middle, eh?
Push it down. 1, 2, woo! Here we go. Oh, you're gonna get one. Nice.
Give yourself a clap, mate. Clap, clap.
Bowling before?
No. I've done three balls.
Because you're not going to miss?
And three bodies.
Alright, so at the last round, Will's got a healthy lead going in with the spare. Dad's a little bit off the pace. He's sitting 8 behind Mama, and that's all he cares about, beating Mama. 8 behind with the spare in hand as well. Needs the spare, needs the spare. Needs the spare.
Whatever.
So when do I get another go?
That's not possible, basically.
What do you reckon? 14 to beat me after I just went spare. She's really shut the bed coming home here.
Still beat you.
So she needs a strike or a spare. Gutter rat. She's in the gutter. She needs to knock them all down on the second go. Otherwise Big Wilkie takes over and wins. Well, actually, Will could still win, to be honest. So.
I was going to say, Will could still beat.
Oh, unlucky! Alright, everyone's had their final bowls except for Will. He's 81, Dad leads on 89. Can he win? He needs 8 to draw. Oh no. Oh, he's got 7. He's got 7. He needs a 1 to draw or a 2 to win. Apologies, I just lied. I forgot about his spare on the last shot. So Will wins. And he finishes with a 0.
And the winner
Straight down the middle. Will's the winner.
Will, you better solve me.
High five, mate. High five.
You won. Will, high five. Will.
Go and give Eva.
Dinosaur high five.
Go and give.
Woo, woo, woo.
Go and give Eva a big cuddle.
Woo.
Say well played, Eva.
Give her a high five.
Gorilla.
Hey. No, hands. No, who? Yeah, now slide onto the ball. Yep. Yep.
Just hit it gently.
Just gentle, not as hard. Pretty good, babes.
Good job.
There's crocodiles! Crocodiles! Wow!
Watch out, Will Bill. Oh, too hard.
You're getting in the hole. I got it. Stop being naughty, Mum. No, I'll try getting it in.
Good job. This button, yeah. Push it.
I want to push a button.
No, Willis.
I'm pushing it next.
Why we came for the goal?
Hello, Torquay.
That's mine, you cheat.
And then again. Oh.
Woo!
That's it. In, Daddy.
Which one's the right one?
That one. Not in that one.
Uh-oh! Bowling and mini golf all wrapped up. Good way to kill an hour and a half, 2 hours on a rubbish day. What'd you think, guys?
That was good
I
fun.
got ice cream.
Got ice cream? Yeah. Got a Calippo? Yeah.
I got a drumstick.
Hun-
And it's Mum's favourite kind.
And who won? Bowling.
I did.
Oh. I cannot
So-
believe he literally slapped the ball down, didn't even watch his ball hit the pins and wins.
And
Yeah.
I won mini golf.
Well, she reckons we did. We didn't keep score, but
I did.
I saw the scorecard and it said, Dad wins easily. So,
No, I win.
no, look, it was mini golf's kind of hard with kids because they're just slapping around everywhere, and with the dinosaurs there, that's all they really cared about, which was good. They were all themed and made noises, and so yeah, I get a little bit frustrated because the competitiveness in me just wants to play properly and score properly, but it's kind of hard with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So that's where bowling's good, because it all goes down, knocks the pins over, and it all keeps score itself. But yeah, Will won that one, and Mum crapped the bed late and
Whatever.
out of the blocks quickly, and then just couldn't bring it home.
Oh, you got plenty of gutters yourself, mate.
Beat her. I beat
Now
her.
we're at the brewery because, you know, you can't possibly end the day any other way, apparently.
Wow, thirsty work when you're bowling and mini golfing. So yeah, good way to I don't know, get inside and do something else that's not drinking wine or beer at the Barossa Valley.
Sometimes love is a river running strong, moving like a wave through a rocky riverbed. Sometimes love is a dancer in the dark, spinning, laughing, twirling.
Summer ale, that one. Not bad. Excited about these guys. 6 is dark ale mid, 10 is IPA, and 11 is a triple crushed coriander in it as well.
I got ice.
Coriander, what's coriander? What's that gene that makes coriander
I
taste
got
like
a zipper.
Soap.
soap?
Dishwashing liquid.
I don't have that. I like coriander. Cilantro. It's been to Wren Brewery. I think it's Wren. It's spelled the same as Sean Wren, the old tap ruckman from Adelaide during the 90s. Good footballer. But if any of you have watched this, all three of you left, if I'm in the passenger seat, it's for one reason. It's because I probably had too many beers. So here I am, I'm in the passenger seat. Ren Brewery, look, it's not my kind of brewery, to be honest, but it's won a lot of awards, so I'm not going to say it's a bad brewery. It's more of like a real, I think it's German. A lot of German influence in that, and I'm not a big European beer drinker. I'm more that crafty. Well, I drink most things, but yeah. Anyway, kind of feels like I'm.
Well, ginger beer was absolutely delicious. Had a chili hint to it. I really liked it.
A little bit of chili for the old lady over here. No, it was nice actually. I had a sip, much to Trina's disgust. But yeah, there was one, that coriander one, which I think I talked about on here already. And I just finished speaking to Eva about when I had my first beer, because she said, can I have a taste? I said no, makes you a bit older. And yeah, just had a conversation with the first time I tasted beer and how revolting it was. That coriander one for me, I wouldn't say it was revolting, but it just did something to my gag. It just made me want to spew, so I had to get a chaser, like a schooner, which they call over here, or a pint in Victoria.
Where is this place?
Up that way. I'm just looking for the grocery store. You had to get a pint as in a Victorian Marseille, or a schooner of the dark ale as a bit of a chaser, just to get the taste out of my mouth. Again, not a bad beer, but just did something that it took me back to the first beer I've ever had. So anyway, I feel like I've blabbed on. Have we driven past it?
Lolly shop!
Lolly shop? Yeah, I think it's back there. Anyway, we are into Tanundra. Beautiful little town. Like the old Barossa is beautiful anyway. But yeah, dark ale. I think it's called a mid dark ale or something like that. It was the way to go for me there. So anyway, there's plenty to see, plenty to do. We are looking for a grocery store, as I've already said. Then we're going to go back to where we're staying at Greenock. And I don't know what we're doing from there. Actually, I've bought a ribeye roast. So I'm gonna I'm gonna cut that into steaks, cook that up. It's like 28 bucks a kilo compared to 49 for a Scotch fillet. Good way to save money and cut it into the thickness that you like. So, because it's all about the girth. The girth is what you want. So, gonna cook that up tonight and probably have a few beers back at camp, and then tomorrow, whoa, tomorrow's jam-packed. We've got wineries to explore, we've got
chocolate factory to explore, we've got wineries to explore, we've got cheese factory to explore, we've got wineries to explore, we've got wineries to explore. There's a cidery somewhere. Trina's a big cidery fan. There's more wineries to explore. How's your slurring go?
There's another brewery in town here at Tanundra. And the cool thing about Green Cock place where we're staying, Centenary, $5 a night, but it's like 10 minutes from Tanundra. Angaston is that way, and the VIC man told us, Visitor Information Centre bloke told us, the further you go towards Angaston, the more white wines and that sort of come into play, because it's hillier and that apparently. So they've started to be picked. We're here in March, start of March, and the reds and that are starting to be picked as well. So, and then you got Nuriupta. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Got Nuriupta, another 5 minutes up the road. So literally we are $5 a night, water, playground, toilets, I don't know, oval, and we're within everything. There's like 15 minutes tops. So anyway, we're pulling in now. We're gonna go buy some groceries. I think we need some bread, to be honest. So cool story, bro.
Moving like a wave through a rocky riverbed. Sometimes love is a dancer in the dark, spinning, laughing, twirling through the back door of your heart. And every time I think of you, well, something happens in my mind. And every time I try to leave, you're keeping me occupied. I'm losing track of time.
We're in Anguston in Barossa Valley. It's cold and wet. Well, it's not cold, it's about 20 degrees. Just been to the Barossa Valley Cheese Company, just in the background there. Really good, really personable sort of customer service, and she sat down even with the kids carrying on, or Will carrying on more so. But yeah, what do you reckon?
Absolutely loved it. The last one was my favourite. What's it called? It's a
hard goat's cheese, which is, she said it's a big thing in France, but they don't see too much of it in Australia, and it was beautiful.
So
Even
good.
Eva liked them all, didn't you, babes?
So we bought some of the hard goat's cheese, and what was the first one?
Soft, creamy cow's milk, something or other.
Triple cream, it's called.
Lift him up and show the viewers.
A bit like a camembert.
Ooh. So still in Anguston. This is something we do at every phone box we see now, because Telstra offer free calls. I'm not sponsored by Telstra, so I'm not giving them any wrap up. But yeah, the kids jump on and they ring their grandparents. So every time we see one and cross paths with one, we stop and give them a call.
Eva wants to say hello. Come on, wait, say hello, come on.
Eva's cracked the sads because Will got to talk first.
Oh, please! Grandma doesn't want to hear you be a sook. Tell her we just went to a cheese factory.
We went to the cheese factory. High off the mat.
Hello, yeah. Where we just have lunch?
The bakery. I don't even know what it's called.
D&M's in Anguston. They have an Anguston pie there, which has got, would have steak, bacon, camembert from the cheese place we just got to, pickles, local pickles, and some Yolumba Shiraz.
Sounds weird.
I'm not really a fancy pie eater. I'm usually maybe steak and mushroom or steak and pepper. But that was off the charts delicious. Really, really good. The lady at the cheese factory recommended it, so went and had lunch there. Even though we packed sandwiches, but yeah, it's just spending too much money like always.
The kids have been nagging us all morning to go to the chocolate factory. So here we are. Great day for it, isn't it, Dada?
A bit of precipitation in the air. Where are we, kiddos? Where are we?
Chocolate factory! Chocolate factory.
When the clouds roll in and we wanna run down the empty streets, we're wild and young, holding out our hands just to feel the rain. If you weren't here, wouldn't be the same. If you weren't here, wouldn't be the same. Let's live for the moment before the moment's gone.
What'd you get?
Bubblegum.
As she shoves some marshmallow in her mouth.
What'd you get, Will? Scores. What'd you get, Mum?
I ate one of his breakfasts.
What'd you get, Dad? Nothing.
Oh, whatever, donut boy.
Chocolate factory done. What do you reckon, Mama?
That was okay.
We got chocolate
We've got one 10 minutes down the road from us at Brewery in Torquay, which is a Great Ocean Road chocolate factory. So it kind of feels pretty much the same as that. Good for the kids. Like kids got an ice cream and some lollies, but
Tried a few samples.
yeah. Apparently they're not related to the one in Great Ocean Road or Eva Valley or Margaret River, but it feels very much the same. Same colour, palette and everything in there. And yeah, it kind of feels like once you've been to one, you've been to them all. But the kids will keep eating chocolate and ice cream and they won't care where it comes from. So.
If you weren't here, wouldn't be the same. Let's live for the moment before the moment's gone. Even with our empty pockets, we got it all. Let's live for the moment before the moment's gone. Hear the thunder follow us where we go. Yeah, we all shake, we all roll. Gotta bring the best in who we are. Without the
Hopefully Mum's not running any trees behind us here. Just been to another brewery. We're going to the Barossa Valley Brewing Company or something like that to finish the day. We got there late, so they were closing. Smashed down a lager, but where'd we go before that?
Z Wines.
The Z Wines in town in Tanunda. Go left here. Yeah, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Oh, jeez.
I really liked the wines and I like how they catered for the kids, which not many places seem to do. So they were entertained and bought a bottle of their rosé because I really liked it.
She's had a few. Not enough that she shouldn't be driving, but she's had a few. Yeah, she had, well, we had it was like an hour experience basically. We had,
yeah, it was a big tasting panel.
yeah, I think there's 8 on the tasting panel. There's a couple of different ones that I've never even heard of, the type of red that are only grown in a couple of spots around this area. Had some good meats too. What was that? Lavash. They had lavash that was like homemade specifically for them.
It's very nice, really salty, sesame, crunchy, I don't know, banging.
Eva got her own little tasting paddle, which is just good. It's just that inclusion of the kids. It's like it's not everyone's cup of tea, and by no means are we saying they have to do things for kids. But there's so many families travelling, it's just an easy thing to do. Margaret River, the whole region does it really well. A lot of the breweries and wineries you go there have got a lot of places, and like one of the reasons we want to get back to Margaret River is just because we could sit around being adults while the kids be kids and just waste away an afternoon. So yeah, Z Wines it's in town, so it's not at an actual winery, but very knowledgeable, and they sort of talk you through every different tasting that you have. The food's good. They've got a little kids corner for the kidlets. Yeah, the brewery itself, I can't really talk much for it. They kind of told us it was last drinks as soon as we walked in the door, so didn't really get to taste much there, but beer's a beer, and they're always pretty tasty. Except last night, about 24 hours ago, when I was talking to you on the half cut, when I was having coriander beer issues. So we're just going to head home, back to Greenock.
There's no C in it, Dad.
Centenary Park, where we're staying. $5 a night. I think I spoke to you last night about it. Can't exactly remember what I said, but gonna get back there, have some food. We got the kids' bikes, so I put them together last night and today. I've broken my back trying to do it. Next time, if anyone sees me in Kmart buying cheap bikes, just make me pay the extra $10 or $20 for them to be put together, because I've had all sorts of issues. Eva's front brakes don't work, but she's got back brakes and that's all she needs. So anyway, cool story. What do you reckon, Eva? How was Z Wines?
Good.
Yeah? What was your favourite?
There was a kids corner, but I liked the wine. The tasting platter that I did.
Yeah. And what was your favourite on tasting platter?
orange juice or the milk.
No, good. Well, they're specifically made for you, hey?
For the fairy bit.
Oh, yeah. What about the cheese from the cheese place this morning?
It was delicious.
Yeah, favourite thing of the day, wasn't it? That was in Angaston, so probably tomorrow go check out a few different spots. Sort of feel like we've done Tanundra and probably get back to Angaston too because there's a big playground there. So, but maybe into Nurupta. Trina wants to get on to the gin tasting, and I'll just what's the saying? Follow her lead.
I'll drive. Even
What's
though
the
I
punting
wanna do
term?
the gin tasting.
Punting term. I'll tail you, something like that. Yeah, I'll follow him with a gin tasting, I reckon.
Same.
Yeah. Anyway, we are blabbing. Mama's blabbing. Look at it. Just.
Oh, here we go. Parrot over there. Where are we turning, by the way?
Yeah, I'm the navigator in this seat, so I'm often telling Mum off because she's not much of a navigator, so I better get navigating. Ciao. Just here at Greenock Centenary Park is where we're camping in the Barossa Valley. Had 2 nights here already. Great spot. The weather just hasn't been kind to us, so we're actually going to leave a night earlier than we anticipated. We're trying to play the long game. Our battery's still above 50%, but another day without sun, and as you can see, like it's pretty much full shade here as well. Will sort of see us into a territory that we haven't been before with the battery. So it's Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, which is the start of a long weekend in Adelaide. We are looking to go toward, or South Australia, we are looking to go towards the Fleurieu Peninsula. And we thought, well, if we get there, charge everything up for one night, the weather's supposed to turn after that, we can then get into some of the more campsites rather than the caravan park. So beat the crowd. But yeah, this place is a donation of what, $5 a night?
Shit, it's so cheap. It's ridiculous.
Minimum $5. It's awesome. Like it's literally what, 10 minutes from Nurupta, 10 minutes from Tanunda, and probably 15 from Angaston. Honestly, I don't know why you would stay anywhere else besides this place, to be honest. Unless
it's great for the kids too. There's heaps of room to run around. The playground's great.
yeah. So there's a bit of a spin around, big oval, playground on the other side over there. It's a huge playground. The kids have loved it.
Toilets, and the toilets are really clean.
Yeah.
Dump point.
Water, you can get everything here.
Yeah.
You do have to catch your own grey water, so that might sort of stop a couple of people.
But you can empty it in the dump point as well, but obviously that means you've got to drive over there.
Yeah, so even if you got one of those portable grey water tanks, it would probably work well here, to be honest. The other thing's power, obviously. You've got to be able to generate. You can hear a couple of jennies going off in the background probably, which is probably not a bad idea for us long term maybe. Just got to find somewhere to store it. So yeah, I'm just finalising a wedding edit here. I'm going to do a couple of things around town that we plan to do today, and then kind of make tracks a little bit later than usual, but kind of okay with that. It's a 2-hour drive to where we're going. A place called Stansbury on the Fleurieu Peninsula. It's about the only place we get into, but because everything's busy for the weekend. And then we are going, yeah, probably spend a week down that way. As I said, weather's going to be okay. But yeah, we'll get moving probably lunchtime after lunch. Get a few things in this morning and sort of see some sights we wanted to see, and then sort of see where we go from here. So, alrighty, where are we?
The whispering wall.
And what's the whispering wall do?
You whisper from one end and the whisper comes back to you.
You whisper from one end to whisper. So you whisper, you've been practicing whispering? You whisper sweet nothings to the wall and it whispers back to you, is that right? I don't really know, to be honest. We're going to check it out though.
How do you whisper?
Just talk softly, talk softly. No, this is a South Australian water thing. That's a reservoir behind us. They built a dam, and I don't know whether it was intentional, but it's turned into a bit of a tourist attraction. So go check it out, eh? Mum and Will are already whispering, I think, over there somewhere.
I don't want to.
You're going to go all the way over there and they're going to hear what we say.
Is that better? That volcano one.
Alright, so I've just read a sign. I don't think it was intentional. These acoustics that they've got here. Everything I'm saying right now probably can be heard by Will and Mum back there. So they're going to stay down there, as you can see them. And Eva and I are walking across to this side, where that black gated area is. And we're going to whisper. Apparently you can hear from one end to the other. So, a bit skeptical. But I mean, it's kind of a touristy thing. So I guess it works. What do you reckon, Eva? Is it going to work? Are Will and Eva going to be able to hear? Are Will and Eva, Will and Mum?
Yeah.
They are. Well, we're nearly here. You better not say anything mean about Mum, because she'll hear you. And don't call Will an idiot.
Yeah. Make sure he doesn't drop his hammer down.
This is cool. So we're probably 100 meters as the crow flies away. Probably further around the wall. And it's literally like they're standing a meter in front of us. This is way better than I expected.
You gonna sing it? Sing the song.
Bob the Builder tent. We fix the builder. We can.
We've just been to Whispering Wall, which honestly I had pretty low expectations, but it was really cool. You could hear Ash and Eva went over the other side, which was probably 150 metres away.
144.
Oh, okay.
The crest.
And it sounded like they were standing right next to us, so it was pretty cool. What'd you think, Eva?
It was really cool.
Will, what'd you think?
Lolly.
Will got a lolly because he did another bushway, so I thought it was amazing. Dada?
Awesome. We kind of went there because we were on the way to something else, the Big Rocky Horse. And we'll go see it. And it was unbelievable. Like, the dam itself is, I think it's the Barossa Reservoir. So it's 36 metres deep, like the actual wall, or 144 across the crest. And I don't know, like Eva and I walked across it, we could get halfway across and you could see people talking either end, you couldn't hear a thing. But then when you got to the end, which is literally like 2 feet below where we would have been standing, you can hear them absolutely clearly. And you're not having to yell, like I think Eva and that were yelling at each other, but you only have to sort of talk like this and it is clear, like there's someone standing just there talking to you. So amazing. It's probably, what, how far? 20 minutes out of the main towns in the Barossa.
Yeah.
But even on this drive, like, that's one thing sort of to segue into something else. This whole area is just jam-packed with some awesome things to see. So from weird and wacky things like that to just, we went past this massive castle. What was it? Chateau Landara or Yandara or something? It was absolutely amazing. And rolling hills. It's just worth driving, I don't know, driving and seeing what you find, because there's things everywhere. It's just, yeah, there's lots to see, lots of wineries, lots of it's just worth getting out there in a car.
Coming, they're never gone, never gone.
So the giant rocking horse, I don't even know the town's name, it's like Gubaracha or something like that. I don't know what this is about, but check it out, it's massive.
Even on the worst days, even on the best ones, I will fight for you. Even in the heartbreak, even when we win, I'll be loving you. Over and over again, you'll be mine. Over and over again, I'll choose you every time. We will be lovers, fighters through every dream. We'll be hand in hand, babe. I wouldn't change a thing. 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 Oh. Even when the tears flow, even when we laugh a lot, I will stand with you. Even when the doors close, even when we have it all, it's always me and you. Over and over again, you'll be mine. Over and over again, I'll choose you.
Where are we?
On the hole, on the big rocking horse.
We're on top. We're on his head. We're on top of the world's tallest rocking horse.
And I climb up all the way by myself.
Good job. High five. High five. Mum's not too fond of heights, so she's down on his back somewhere. I don't know whether you can see her. Stay there, mate. There's Mama. Give us a wave, Mama. Oh, you got a certificate. Good job.
That's cool.
Well done for climbing the biggest rocking horse.
Good work, guys.
Climb all the way down.
Well done. Well done.
Can you look? That's cool. This is to say that you've climbed it.
Every dream will be hand in hand, babe. I wouldn't change. We will be.
Where have you been?
To the big rocking horse.
The big rocking horse? How tall was he? 18.3 meters tall. The biggest rocking horse in the world. What did you think? Did you get right to the top, or did you wimp out like Mum?
Right to the top, because Mum's scared of heights.
Yeah, and Will got up there too, with a little bit of help, but he got down all by himself. What about you, Mum? What do you reckon of the horse?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Did you like the horse, Will?
Yeah, I went all the way up to it.
That's
that the-
pretty cool.
Is that the biggest horse you've ever been on?
Yeah, and I went down to it.
Oh, yeah, you
All
went down
by
there.
yourself. It was a very big ladder for a 3-year-old, mate.
$2 entry. Will was free. I don't know when that starts, but he's 3 years old, so he got in for free. Yeah, $2 entry for the other three of us. Something different. And yeah, I'd recommend coming in, to be honest. Actually, it is, just to say, it's about 35-minute, 40-minute drive from where we're staying in Greenock, which is kind of, I don't know, central to all the other towns in Barossa as well. So check it out. Well, that's it for the Barossa Valley. A quick 2-night stop, leaving a day earlier than we originally planned to. I kind of feel like we're seeing a lot of things. We did a lot of family things. So yeah, I hope someone has found that helpful. All 3 listeners out there. Yeah, what did you reckon?
Yeah, I really liked it. It was nice variety. Liked the wineries. It's good for the kids. The bowling. What else did we do? Mini golf, breweries. We went to the big rocking horse today and the Whispering Wall. It was all really good. I thought it was a really nice day. Even though it was quick, it was good.
Yeah, it's honestly, stay at Greenock Centenary Park, pay $5. Your dollar goes so much further. It's like 100-metre walk to the pub there, which we were going to do for dinner tonight, but we're on the road to the York Peninsula instead. There's a brewery in town, literally 250 metres, which is open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which we're not there for. We're trying to beat this this long weekend crowd. And then there's a couple little winery outlets in town as well. But yeah, it's really a base that you don't feel like you're out of any other towns, and you're saving. I think we priced the Big Four, and it's like $65 a night with the discounts and that we have. But that's $60 difference, so that's $60. That's a tasting plate and a grazing plate and a bottle of wine at a winery, or that's lunch at a bakery, or well, 2 lunches probably at a bakery. Yeah, I don't feel like you're out of the way in any way, like staying there and not in Tanunda or Narupta or Angaston. In fact, if you're staying in Angaston, I feel like you'll be out of the way further. So, beautiful town, by the way, Angaston. Yeah, so honestly, it's got the playground, it's got everything, as you've already seen, and we've already spoken about. So, look, I don't know how this video will go. There's a hell of a lot of talking. I didn't get my camera out once, other than at Seppeltsfield, just to get some bit of drone footage. But yeah, I haven't taken photos for a few days. Didn't take any of the Fleurieu Peninsula either, just because of the wind. That seems like so long ago, even though it's a few nights ago. So yeah, lots of talking. Hopefully there's some useful information in there. Anything else you wanted to add?
No, not really. I think it's a great place, especially as a family, to come and stay for 3 or 4 nights. I think it's good.
What do you guys reckon? Barossa Valley.
It was good. We met a friend.
Yeah, you met a friend. You haven't met a friend for a while, have you?
Yeah, there was a playground. We rided our bikes. Dad rode our bikes.
Yeah, I don't know whether I put that in anywhere, but I made their bikes. I think I did say that. Yeah, never again. If I'm buying came-up bikes again, I'm buying them assembled. Did my back, my shoulder, my neck, and my dignity, I think. So, anything else, babes, you want to add?
No.
Alrighty. Well, I reckon that'll do us for Barossa Valley. On to the York Peninsula for a week down there. I've still got to catch my fish. Pretty sure all the fish have left the ocean because I cannot even get a bite. So, hoping for fish, maybe some crabs, I don't know. You excited for the York Peninsula?
Eva is. She wants to go fishing. She's already excited about it. She'll probably catch the first fish. Aren't you, babes? Yeah. Can't wait. The beaches look stunning. So I'm hoping the sun comes out because I'm over this cold weather.
Yeah, we need some sun. Anyway, stop talking, stop blabbing. We'll see you on the other side.